The key to working with big cats, you've got to be up before dawn and you've got to stay out till after dark. But that's only half of it. You need plenty of spotters out there to find the big cats. So we've got support vehicles from Governor's Camp, where we're based. We've got 6 cameras out there actually focusing on the cats. And of course, you want to be where you want to be before the sun comes up.
There's something truly extraordinary about living a life alongside the big cats. We're Jonathan and Angela Scott, and we've been following the lions, leopards and cheetahs of the Masai Mara for over 40 years. They're not just big cats to us, we know them as individuals. Alongside us is our good friend Jackson Oli Luseya. He's spent his life in the Mara, and these characters are as special to him as they are to us. Join us as we draw back the curtain on the intimate story of their lives.
Gosh, what an amazing morning to find the 2 mothers and their cubs and Charm all together. I mean, I just couldn't have wished for more. I really almost can't believe how lucky I am, because this is a total first for me. I've never been able to photograph cubs so small. I mean, these cubs of Charms are only about 6 weeks old. And normally they would be tucked away and we just wouldn't be seeing them. They're just completely adorable. They're like little tiny fluffy teddy bears. When you see Charm's little ones fighting and playing, they're already going for the neck. And it's an extraordinary instinct right from such an early age.
I was so concerned when Kabibi and Dada found Charm's den and brought their 3 cubs over, because Charm's little cubs were way too small. But actually, our 2 little cubs are showing that they can cope with this. I can't help laughing because, can you imagine when you're a kid, a couple of little playmates, a little bit smaller than you can push them around, you can wrestle with them, bite them, do all the things lions love to do. But actually the little cubs now look as if they're capable of withstanding that. In fact, sometimes they actually fight back. They're feisty little things. They'll probably grow up to be the 2 toughest cubs on the block. And of course, the benefit to Charm is that she's now part of an enlarged group, an enlarged creche. We've got 5 cubs now, which will be raised together. And we've got 3 mothers actually working in coordination together. They will hunt together. They will defend these cubs together. You're now seeing the benefit for lions of being part of a group. They can't really survive on their own. They can't go back to being a solitary cat like the leopard, doing everything for themselves. They need support if they are going to raise cubs successfully. So Charm has backup now. So this is an extraordinary day, a day of celebration for the Marsh Pride. We spend most of our times in our vehicles trying to find big cats. It's the best way. It's like a mobile hide. But once in a while, you get a call that says you can be on foot. We just heard from Rekero Camp that Bahati's cubs are right in front of one of their tents.
We've had baboons walking up and down the Talek River all day. Bahati is further back downstream there. with a kill in the tree, and she's got her 3 cubs stashed at the base of a tree amongst the roots. But every so often, they come out, they start playing, they move around, and right now, one of them has gone right up in the top of a tree, and I am certain the baboons know he's there. And every so often, barking, alarm calling, the big males letting all the other members of the troop know there is a predator around here. Oh no, look at that. One of the baboons has gone up in the tree. And a second one. And what they're doing is they are trying to put the fear of God into that little cub. And so far, it's holding its ground. I mean, it's literally just lying against one of the branches. They're threatening that little cub. And you can see, every so often he's hissing, he's snarling. He's doing his best to say, don't even think about it. I will attack back. Oh, look, did you see? That one baboon just leapt. But the little cub's brave. I mean, he's just holding his ground. And of course, in some ways, that's the best thing to do, because if you panic in this situation, you can get yourself killed. Leopards kill baboons, and sometimes baboons kill leopards. Oh, he's coming down. I think he's trying to come down. You can see, just head down on the stem. Oh, no. Oh, my God, he just fell. Boom, just like that. 2 baboons on his tail. Look at the one just going right up to that cave, just looking in there. These are tough customers. Well, that's a day I don't think that little leopard cub's going to forget in a hurry. But it just lets you see what a dangerous life it is for leopards out here in this kind of terrain, especially when there are baboons around.
When we started filming the Marsh Pride, one of our young females, we called her Carly, was heavily pregnant. We then had a terrible time one afternoon with her where she was being sick. We were worried whether perhaps she was going to lose her litter. We weren't sure what was going on. To our surprise and our delight, she had her cubs, but a few days later she moved those cubs to an area just here, which is where Charm, her mother, also brought her cubs. It's not ideal. The bushes where she's got her cubs are really quite sparse, so not a great place for her, and she's been having a real nightmare of a time. Her 4 little cubs at some point scattered from the den. We think there was an interaction between her and one of the big males. She got defensive, all hell broke loose, and the cubs just simply spread out in all different directions. And then Carly was desperately trying to retrieve the situation. These cubs are far too small to be in the open. Their eyes have just opened, they're still sort of milky blue. They can squawk, and they have been, which again is not ideal, could attract hyenas, danger, could get themselves killed. But the problem is, she's now got 4 cubs in 3 different dens. To me, that is a disaster. I just hope that by the end of the evening, she will have brought all those cubs back to one den site and things will settle down. And if she does, when we come back in a few months' time, what a wonderful situation it will be if we find Carly with 4 beautiful cubs and that everything has turned out fine for her. But right now, I'm not sure that's going to be the case. We used to have massive herds of buffalo here in Namara. I mean, you could see 500 animals together. But over the time that I've been here, every so often you get a really tough drought. And buffalo are very prone to drought. They have to drink every day. They need nice, lush vegetation. And so gradually over the years, the number of buffalo that you see within the reserve have diminished. The benefit of living in a herd it's sort of obvious. There's more of you. And if lions were to try and attack a herd like this in the daytime, the rest of the herd will gather round and drive the lions away. But you can imagine, this is not easy for lions to try and attack a herd. So there's benefit of these big animals all being together.
Okay, there's the mother of all storms brewing. I thought I just had time for a quick shower. And the word came through. Lions hunting buffalo. This is the big one. This is the big one. Lions against buffalo.
What a battle. I mean, talk about the A-team. These females, these lionesses, they know all about buffalo. And they are a great team. And it takes teamwork, cooperative hunting, each playing a part in this whole battle. Okay, buffalo coming. Buffalo coming, guys. This is what these animals do. When they hear a fellow buffalo bellowing like that, and they respond all together, collectively, the herd instinct. One of us is down, let's get there, let's rescue it. Now it's cat and mouse. This bull looks old, he's hobbling, and he is surrounded by lions. My God, what are they doing? It's like they're attacking him. Or are they trying to lift him? I've never seen anything like that. What are they doing? Look. This is extraordinary. Are they trying to help him and sweep him away? At first it looked like they were attacking him. I've never seen anything like that. Look. My God, look. That is the most extraordinary thing. They're almost carrying that buffalo along with the herd. I mean, he could barely stand at one point. They have just swept him up. My goodness me. Listen to these sounds. I mean, wouldn't that put the fear of God into you? Your worst nightmare on a dark night? Or walking through a forest? A buffalo who's really, really upset about life? We've been watching this old bull now for days. We spotted him, he's got an injured back leg, he can barely move at times, he gets left behind by the herd, so he was an easy target for our lions. They are master hunters. But the way the buffalo came in, I mean, he is so weak. Without the herd, he would be finished. This shows you the power of the herd. Get isolated and you're in trouble. Stick with the herd, have the herd as backup to support you, and you've got a chance.
Malaika is hungry. While the cubs are playing, Malaika is really weighing her options. There's Thompson and one impala there. She's looking, there's more impalas there. Where can she get closer easily? She's up and she's absolutely still. She's really, really, really thin. Unbelievable. Nearly 3 days she has not had a meal. Well, the thing is, she's going to be very fast because she's light. Malaika is right there in really nice grass, so she can approach as much as she can, plenty of cover. Look at her, she's absolutely frozen. That one, get focus on that one. Right there, right there, right there. She's coming straight towards us. She's absolutely fantastic. Wow! Look at that. This is the most incredible kill I've ever seen. If you think it's taking nearly a minute before she pulled that impala down. Really, she has struggled because it's a big animal, but it's a big prize. Is a very tough position. You know, she does not need an injury right now because she's got cubs to look after. And this impala is not giving up. Almost. All right, got it. Got it on the throat. And the babies are coming from behind. That is brilliant. They're helping. When you see the impala down, victory at the end. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. One of the best chases I have ever seen. Seeing the big animal down on the ground, you've got a meal, now your job begins. She's searching. Look, everywhere. Look at her head. She's got so much fear of other predators arriving, and she needed to rest. And she needed to eat immediately, just in case vultures, jackals, or any other predators see it. They cannot compete with the rest of the bigger predators. Hyenas certainly, lion and leopard. In the case of an attack from another predator, it's only her and her cubs. Right now, they're attacking in the food that they just brought down. Eat, 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 quickly, rest. And they will continue eating and resting for the rest of this afternoon today. You know, animals have to give a life for the others. Like us, we need something with life to keep us going, to live. And therefore, the cheetahs, as tough and brutal it can be, for that impala, he is giving life to Malaika for the survival of the cheetah family.
all hell's broken loose this morning. We heard that Bahati and the 3 cubs have been spotted. Yes, 3 cubs. As she moved along the edge of the bank, 2 lionesses and a young male lion attacked. There was a hell of a racket. I haven't got a clue whether the cubs are safe or not. Hear that? A whole troop of baboons now moving with purpose, just along the same pathway as Bahati was taking. Bad day for leopards isn't even the beginning of it.
Okay, we're just going to cross the Talek. Heard word, yeah, here comes the water. Whoops, coming in. It's like being at the seaside. Three lions against 1 leopard, no contest. And they are ruthless when they attack. Here they are, right up here.
For any leopard, lions are their greatest enemy, their greatest danger. And it's just no contest. Lions are so much bigger. Think about a female leopard, like Bahati, maybe 40 kilos, 100 pounds. A lioness, maybe 250, even 300 pounds, a big one. And to give you an idea as to how serious it can be for a leopard, Bahati's mum, Olive, 12 years old, bitten through the skull, 1 bite, killed by lion. I can see Bahati, or at least what I can see is a tiny patch of spots. Occasionally her eye, just shrouded by the croton thickets. Now that's exactly what she needs right now. She needs to keep hidden from those lions. From where she is, she doesn't know the fact that that young male crossed the river, has come back again. And what about the cubs? I keep thinking, if she was with the cubs, surely I'd see her licking. She'd lie down, she'd let them suckle. 3 cubs with 3 lions? It'll be a miracle if those cubs survived. Oh, there's a cub, 1 cub. Just run to mum, or she just found it. For a mother leopard to raise 3 cubs, I've seen it twice in all my 40 years in the Mara. Very tough call. Oh, fantastic. A 2nd cub. So she's gradually picking up the pieces. She must be looking for the 3rd cub, because she keeps moving. She let the 2 just suckle briefly, but she's got an agenda. She's still looking for 1 cub. She's so nervous. And this is because this is where the lions were. She is very nervous, very anxious. Is she leading the cubs into trouble? I have never seen a better view of a mother leopard with small cubs than this. And the only reason we're seeing it is because of the fact that the lions attacked this morning. You can hear my voice is shaking. That's how excited I am. But I'm also very anxious about that little cub. Hear the little cub, those little tiny calls. That little cub wanting reassurance from mum. This is the opposite of what a leopard normally does. Normally, as we've seen, Bharati wants to be in the bushes, in the shadows, unseen. Look, and you see how vulnerable they are. You see, at the slightest thing, the cubs go, but they're learning. This is all experience for them. Oh my God, the lions are right here. Here's our leopard with the cubs. Here's the lions that caused the damage this morning. Just 100 meters separating them. She doesn't even know they're there. But they haven't spotted her. Look at Mum, look how alert she is. Maybe she picked up on the scent of the lions. And the further she walks along the river, the more I fear that that little cub, the third little cub, gone. And here is the cause of the trouble. For leopards, there is no greater danger, no greater threat. Some of the leopards that I've watched raise just 20% of their cubs in a long lifetime. Bharati's just disappeared into this croton thicket with the two little cubs. And I reckon she's going to keep on searching all day for that third cub. And people sometimes say, you know, do the cats grieve? Do they have a sense of loss? You only have to look at Bharati and see the way she stops, she looks, she calls, she searches. This could go on all day. She'll go backwards and forwards and just, I hope, she doesn't bump into those lions.
The cubs, after they kill, they have blood on their faces. And they must clean that blood so no any other predator, no any other animal can smell them. Cheetahs are very clean animals. They have to make sure that no smell whatsoever can be smelled by other predators while they are sleeping. Cheetahs have to watch their backs all the time. Up on the sky, the vultures are starting to roll in. Malaika is looking. She knows vultures means other predators arriving into the scene. So Malaika would be even worried twice as much. I can see on the ground shadows, and I see one even arriving really close. They're circling. They cannot kill anything themselves. They're scavengers. Therefore, they go really high up and watch the movement of all these predators. I believe when Malaika was hunting and she was tackling and fighting, the vultures were looking from above. They can smell, they can see, they've got the most unbelievable eyesight. That's what they survive on. Without having such good eyesight, they would have been extinct years ago. Look at the cub. Now they're starting to really become protective to the kill. Look at her. She's chasing the vulture. Look, look, look. She is surrounded. Just imagine being a single mom. She has no help, no one absolutely on scene to help protect the kill, protect the cubs in terms of danger. It's only Malaika alone. Single mothers have it tough. Malaika fed really well now. You can see the stomach is filling up. Right now, if she drop and leave, she's done very well. And the cubs are quick to get in. They're very well fed. She just needs a little bit of room, just a little bit, to put the dessert in and walk away. Vultures piling in. The vultures now are going to finish the kill, and Malaika, she's going to hide somewhere in the bush for the next few days. Very happy. We are also very happy. And now she's off to sleep safely with her cubs.
What a legend. Scarface. This is a big day for me because this particular male lion, I just love him. He's such a character. I mean, all the years I've spent in the Mara, obviously at times I've had favorites. Amongst the lions, this is one of them. He used to be a pride male with the Marsh Pride. He's one of what we call the Four Musketeers. They came into the Marsh Pride 2011, and this particular male had the most appalling wound. You could barely see the eye. What had happened was he'd taken a terrible blow, we think probably, in a fight with other lions. 2013, he was shot. The vets treated him, he recovered, and those four males moved south and took over the Paradise Pride. So this is a great survivor. I mean, Scarface's story, what an incredible lion this is. The Paradise Pride, they're named after Paradise Plain. It's a beautiful area which borders the Mara River, and they're neighbors of the Marsh Pride. And this pride, it's a big pride. When you count all the cubs, there's probably more than 20 lions in this pride. You could see the way the females there, they were just intent on that food. They didn't even pay any respect to the old boy at all. And you can see the way he stood proud. And then as the females went past, he came and scraped his feet. He's marking the place. It's part of his territorial repertoire, saying, this is my place, this is my food, and these are my lionesses. The Mara and the Serengeti to the south of here is famous for its big black maned lions. So what's so important about a black mane? Well, the scientists tell us that actually it's a sign of fitness. From the female's point of view, these are the males that you want to sire your cubs. And there is nowhere right now in the Mara where there is a male with a bigger black mane than Scarface. Just as I'd hoped, here they come, the mums with the cubs. Oh, what a sight. We call the Mara a kingdom of predators, but right now it's a kingdom of lions. And what you can see very clearly here is how well the creche works. 2 females, 6 cubs, all a similar age. As they grow up, they'll have buddies. If they get pushed out of the pride, you need backup. So numbers means success. I think when you live in situations like this, so close to nature, where life and death are inseparable, when they're a natural part of living, I think you draw strength from the courage of these animals, from their stoicism, from their resilience. They never give up. So when I look into the eyes of an old warrior like Scarface, I can only feel compassion because I know that for most lions, death will be a violent death at the hands of other lions, at the hands of hyenas. And I look at Scarface and I think to myself, will he perhaps be chased away from this area, beaten up, killed? Could be. Those are the natural changes that take place. But today I salute Scarface. I haven't seen him for a year, and it's a little bit of magic for me to watch this incredible lion.
This is a spotted hyena. We call them the super hunters. In terms of the hierarchy, where they fit, they are very close to our big cats, the lions. This little den has got cubs. When they grow up, they change to be golden spotted. In Swahili, we call it madoadoa chafu, the dirty spotted. They're not actually clean spots like a leopard or a cheetah. It's got a little toy, and you can see the male there is joining them and said, I want to play too. A hyena clan, it's led by a matriarch, so the female is the boss. If you come back in the next life, please do not come as a hyena male. They are nothing. The males will do the hunting because they are often hungry. They never have enough. So you'll find the males chasing and making most of the kills. And guess who come? The boss, the female hyena. Eat, bully, take everything they need, and leave the scraps for the boys. Oh, this is a nice little play of the hyenas in the morning. You see how sweet they are as a family. They run around, they play together. And that little female, even the male hyena, have taken a huge interest to play with her. And the little cub goes after him, saying, I'm the future boss. I'm the future matriarch. Look. And the mother is there just saying, right, it's okay. Okay, kids, no trouble here. They're just a lovely family to watch. This is one of the few animals that are born with teeth in their mouth and they can kill. Hyenas kill as much as 70% of their food. If you think of this kingdom where it's ruled by lions, and the hyenas are always known to be the scavengers, mean, ugly animals. That's not true. Look at these cubs. Look at how cute they are. Look at that family. They're not the baddies. And they actually do a fantastic job cleaning up the environment, cleaning up the wildebeest carcasses. They are the real #1 cleaners. When people come to the Mara and they are all running after the big cats, they forget the hyenas are just as special.
This has to be what everybody who wants to come on safari to Africa is dreaming of seeing. A pride of lions, lionesses, cubs of different ages, play, interactions, and as a setting, an old tree stump like that, I tell you, anybody who is here today watching this is going to be in heaven.
When I look at these little cubs, I'm remembering that Angie and I have known Charm since she was the size of these 2 tiny cubs, about 6 weeks old. She's particularly special to me. She's got such presence. There's a sense of wisdom when I look into her face. There's a sense of experience. She's an old lioness. Many lionesses don't live this long. And it could be that these 2 cubs, if they survive, will be her last litter. Every day that these little cubs survive it will be better and better because they will be more and more mobile. They'll be stronger. They'll be more able to deal with the likes of Modra and Bili Solo, roughing them up. So this, for me, is just a wonderful piece of history, and I am rooting for those little cubs' survival. It's that big cat legacy. It's that sense of continuity, the unending story, and it'll be carrying on, hopefully, long after I've disappeared this world.
Just look at this. 6 young nomads on the prowl. You can see the intention on their faces, the way they walk. They are really pumped up, and they're going to cause a lot of problems. Any males in this area, their days are numbered. And what about Modra and Bili and Solo, our 3 little marsh cubs? If these males came over the rise and took over that pride, those cubs would be toast. And can you imagine if you were pride males and you saw these 6 headed towards you? Because their moment is about to happen.
Next time on Big Cat Tales. After several months away, our team returns to the Mara during the Great Wildebeest Migration. Everything is about to change.